can maritime forces best deliver effects of the 21st century operating environment?
Contemporary maritime competition is different and distinguishable from previous eras. The democratization of weapons, the availability of sophisticated technology is making those who were previously sub-peers now peers to navies, armies, and states alike. The challenges that navies face is multifaceted in the future environment. Home and abroad is once again challenged and challenging for navies in which to operate.
Adversaries seek to exploit two key vulnerabilities in the Western way of war at sea. One, in sporting parlance, the U.S. Navy only plays away games, meaning that our opponents always have the geographic and resource advantages that go to the home team. And two, the U.S. Navy fights as a system, depending heavily on the electromagnetic spectrum to connect the ships, planes, and munitions that constitute the system. Disrupt what binds the system together, and defeating the individual components of that system becomes much more manageable. Clearly, fighting as a visiting team is tough.
How do nations that are competing at sea fully integrate all the spectrum of capabilities that they have at their disposal? And I think the challenge initially for all of our naval forces is to stop conceiving of the maritime aspects of the competition into rigid institutional and conceptual seams.
In the European theater, the best naval forces will do is responsive, preferably long-range fires. In the Pacific theater, they'll have two roles. First will be to do a trade blockade, because any conflict will be a long conflict, and exhaustion is the way these wars normally end. And second will be fires to contain the PLAN within the first island chain. Therefore, new approaches are needed for maritime forces. The Commandant of the U.S. Marine Corps is going the right direction, but he needs more missiles that are containerized and easy to move around. But the concept of missiles dominating the passes out of the first island chain is a good idea. The Navy is moving in the right direction, exploring small combatants, missile merchants, more submarines, and UUVs. So I think those are the areas that can contribute in the Pacific: blockade and fires.
We need to embrace sea power more holistically in the larger sense, and not just focus on the conventional or the high-intensity naval mission. I'm not ignoring the importance of that and the rising salience given Chinese and Russian capabilities. But we do also have to recall what Eric Grove, the British historian, called the constabulary function of our navies in establishing and sustaining good order at the same time. At the end of the day, we need to appreciate that our national security, to include our economic prosperity, our environmental security, and our human security, are all tied together conceptually. They all have clear links to our maritime capabilities.